Artifacts, crew, and as solo artists in your own right, and for way longer than I think most people tend to realize. Bro, what I've been looking forward to on this particular chat is to chow down on some hip hop shit.
Yes.
Graffiti, b-boying, the
Mm-hmm.
real, like, you embody that on a day-to-day. And you know what I mean? It's like, you can't have many conversations with people like that have
Right.
experienced all the four pillars of b-boy shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, I tell my son and I tell a lot of younger cats, you know, as my age group grew up with hip hop, it was from the beginning. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of people that just gravitated toward one part of it
Mm.
that they was good at, whether it be DJing, whether it be b-boying, MCing, DJing. It's just we learned to do all of it. So I started off as a b-boy first,
Yeah.
and then at the same time got into graffiti. And with the father that I had was not pretty much letting me go outside to hit the walls and everything like that. So at my age, 12 or 13, I wasn't able to do that, but I was doing it, in my neighborhood, in my room. He
Mm-hmm.
saw that like, yo, you think you're gonna be out there writing on walls? You crazy. But I'm like, but that was what we did. And then when we got through, you gained that element. I went and gravitated toward the ramen part. And as you're doing the ramen part, you're around DJs, so you pick up DJing as well. So a lot of conversations with my age group I can have like that, but
Mm-hmm.
because the everything is immediate and fast and there's not too much to learn today, it's all instant. You know it like the Matrix when you dial in. It's not like that today because everything is in front of you to be easy, and that's the learning thing with hip hop. Where as far as being futuristic, when you're talking about learning the elements of hip hop, is few that can say they learned all and been able to use the tools at the same time and doing what they do.
Oh my God. Yeah, you literally just said it. Isn't it weird that when you think of back in the day when you thought the future of hip hop, it was definitely not what you'd expect now?
No, no, definitely not.
I mean, I think you're right. I think the attention span of not just, hey, I might just add as well, not just the youngers.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about general here. For real, like to have a conversation with anybody about stuff now. Uh, Even the architects, they fall foul to what perceptively they have. Well, they think young people want to hear. When the
Mm-hmm.
truth is, if you really just break down the honest truth and what makes the components of hip hop work and work so well, you can't just fly through that shit. You have to
No,
really break it down, don't you?
like people would have to see it in a performance element, like performance of being say active. So like with Tame, I tell everybody in all interviews, even today, in our group, he is the graffiti in a whole as a person where you say the way he rhymed, he was a b-boy too, and he can DJ. And this guy's my partner. So that's how much we related to what we was doing. But he was gravitated to a graffiti level of where like I want people to understand that in Jersey there are and have been few artists that have been able to use their graffiti name in the world as a performer.
Yeah.
So people know that he's active in doing both, where he's able to use it. So when you talk about all of the things that we spoke on in one song as far as wrong side of the tracks, yes, it was a graffiti song, a graffiti anthem, but we spoke about being a b-boy
That's right.
and being a DJ because even though the practice is not there today, we know that when they watch and put all these documentaries out and the cats that say didn't grow up in New York, to hear them say they didn't grow up with that element of say Flash and Cedric and Cedar and Herc
Mm.
and all of this, it was that's the power in what we was doing to where everyone has their even where you're from, everybody has a version of what we know elemental wise of what to do. And when you're putting it into play and people get to witness it, like today, those things don't exist to show. So when we do it, and even today still use that formula, and when they see us on stage, and when cats see us do their autograph, and they see the tag form, they're like, oh, wow. I'm like, yes, we really do it. It's real. It's real, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And we still use these tools because why not? That's where we came from.